Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Our winter storm watches have now become warnings as that troublemaking weather system to our southwest moves closer to Metro Detroit. Thanks for being with us here at 11. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. Significant snowfall just hours away. Kim Adams tracking it, has been for a couple of days now. Joins us now with a 4-1 forecast. Kim.
Well, just within the last 45 minutes, the National Weather Service did upgrade us. We are now under a winter storm warning. We were under a watch. A warning means that a winter storm is now imminent, and it's all across Metro Detroit. We've been watching exact track 40 radar, even though there's nothing to track here. I've been keeping a close eye on the system that is now down in Dallas. This is what is going to bring us the winter storm and all the moisture we're expecting tomorrow, so we can learn a lot just by looking at what's going on tonight. This thunderstorm line goes all the way from Little Rock down to Houston, and there have been some strong, even severe storms within this line ever since this afternoon. It has a lot of moisture here. Cloud tops have been as high as 38,000 feet. Hail has been up to 3 inches in some of the heavier downpours and the highest cloud tops. Right now we're seeing some hail just over a ½ inch to an inch. But what we're keeping a close eye on is also the leading edge, which right now is in Evansville. So still a long way to go before it gets here to Metro Detroit. So let's time this out for you. Tomorrow morning, for your morning commute, you're fine. It's absolutely dry. By 9 o'clock, still dry. Then as we go into the early afternoon, late morning, early afternoon, that's when the moisture comes up from the south. It will probably start as rain in Monroe County and then work its way north. Maybe a brief period of freezing drizzle, but quickly changing over to snow. By 6 o'clock, right during the heart of the evening rush hour, heavy snow expected across all of Metro Detroit. The big question for us, this rain-snow line in between the snow and the rain, a little period of freezing rain, but if that goes a little farther to the north, that could change the snow totals. Speaking of snow totals, I'll have those for you coming up in the forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Kim. So tomorrow is a forewarned weather alert day. All day long, we'll have special coverage for the duration of this storm. So tune in tomorrow to all of our platforms, Local 4, Local 4 Plus, and clickondetroit.com.
Parents in Wyandotte, already upset about a cell phone tower built on an elementary school, became enraged tonight when the school superintendent wouldn't allow them to speak at a meeting. Mara McDonald is live in Wyandotte. And Mara, things got so chaotic there, police were called.
That's right, Kimberly. The police called and made everybody leave. Bottom line is this whole thing was billed as an informational meeting. Truly, it never got off the ground. Take a look. That's the moment Superintendent Catherine Cost walked out of the meeting to discuss the cell phone tower, which has sprung up on Washington Elementary School. The district entered into a deal with T-Mobile to allow the tower in return for $1,000 a month. Parents had no idea.
We, as a school,
no, not we as a school, we as parents. Not you. You make the decisions for us.
I'm not
you understand that?
Parents were told they could not speak tonight, but could submit note cards. They were having none of it. When the superintendent left the room, parents took over and order was restored.
So this is not where one of these towers is supposed to exist. So as far as I'm concerned, T-Mobile's already in breach of their agreement with us, and we should terminate this contract immediately.
The superintendent returned after the administration called the police.
The superintendent is in charge of this meeting and they're shutting it down. That's nothing that we can control. They want everyone out.
And so they left.
You know, for us to now find out what this monstrosity on top of the kids' elementary school is, was truly shocking, and that's, I think, why you saw some of the animosity here tonight.
To come in here thinking that we're going to be talking like adults and then to be treated like a child with these little rules that we had to follow.
It's just ridiculous that the school can just do something like this, of this magnitude, and not want to have like any parents' response or anything.
Back here live, it's unclear what the school district is going to do next, but parents say they will pursue legal avenues if it comes to that. We're live in Wyandotte tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, Mara. The recent mass power outages across our state re-energized the push for public power. Washtenaw County commissioners recently voted to explore the idea county-wide, and tonight a coalition in Ann Arbor held a virtual town hall on it. Jacqueline Francis live with what this would look like. Jacqueline?
Devin, this was a conversation about getting the city of Ann Arbor and possibly even Wyandotte County as a whole away from DTE, creating a public power utility of its own. And get this, the founder of the coalition pushing for this change, well, he still doesn't have power 8 days later.
When I opened up the cabinet, I saw electricity arcing all over the place, sparks flying.
More than a week later, and he's still in the dark.
It's been an unfortunate coincidence for sure. I'm the president of Ann Arbor for Public Power. I've been working on this for about 3 years now.
The idea is to ditch DTE and create its own city or even county-wide electric utility. He says public power utilities tend to be more reliable and less expensive.
It's never really been more obvious than in this most recent outage just how different the reliability is between public power utilities and investor-owned utilities like DTE.
Beyond the city of Ann Arbor, the Wyandotte County Board of Commissioners has also taken an interest.
And last night at our board meeting, I announced my plan to hold the utilities accountable and to explore the creation of a Wyandotte County-wide utility.
Commissioner Yusuf Rabi speaking during Thursday's virtual town hall, outraged by the 60,000 outages reported in Wyandotte County after last week's ice storm.
What is happening is not normal. What is happening is not acceptable. When we pay our utility bills, our expectation is that our lights will stay on. We are not paying our utility bills so that some fat cats in Wall Street can have lobster dinners and caviar.
The Wyandotte County Board of Commissioners is also looking into hotel price gouging that took place this past week during those power outages. If you witnessed this, you're asked to contact the county prosecutor's office. Reporting live in Wyandotte County, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, Jacqueline, and still to come tonight, more of my one-on-one conversation with the CEO of DTE Energy, Jerry Norcia. You'll hear what he says about price increases and how customers are reacting to being offered $35 for their troubles during last week's mass outages. Still to come.
Gun safety and gun violence measures were on the agenda today in Lansing. Speakers at today's state Senate hearing included the sister and father of Hannah St. Juliana. She's one of the students killed in the Oxford High School shooting.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this is going to happen again, and it's going to touch you. Don't wait.
Why wasn't Oxford enough? Why aren't the kids who are killed every day from gun violence enough?
Both so much for your powerful testimony.
A group of gun owners also gathered at the Capitol to speak in support of tougher gun laws.
I'm passionate about them. I love to shoot. We shoot a lot. And I've owned guns my whole life. But it comes down to this. So unless we want to continue to bury our children and grandchildren, we have to value their lives more than we value the guns.
Among the changes discussed today, secure storage, background checks, and red flag laws.
Antoine Davis and the U of D men's basketball team went into Youngstown, Ohio tonight with 2 big goals. Keep the team's NCAA tourney hopes alive and also make Davis the all-time scoring leader in college basketball.
They fell just short on both those fronts. Jamie Edmonds live in Youngstown tonight, where a truly remarkable college career came to an end. Jamie.
That's right, Kimberly, Devin. This building was absolutely electric. 5,500 fans inside the Beagley Center as Antoine Davis chased history. Now, Penguin fans and Titan fans alike pregame told me they'd like to see Pistol Pete's record fall. It's the quarterfinals of the Horizon League tournament. Yes, it was the Penguins versus the Titans, but it was also Antoine Davis versus history.
Crazy story. I actually saw it on TikTok like the other day. He was like 60-something points away, and I didn't know we was playing him until today.
Bobby Hurley broke the all-time assist record. I was a student at Duke and at that game, so I'm hoping to be at the game where Antoine breaks the points record since I saw Hurley break the assist record.
Pete Maravich's NCAA record of 3,667 points stood for more than 50 years. A graduate senior from Detroit Mercy needed just 26 points to dethrone him.
I think it'd be cool if he broke it, but, why shoot all the way still, though? Yeah, I think he got a chance to do it. I think Washington's still going to get the W, though. But I think he's going to get the scoring record, though.
We caught up with Davis's grandma in the stands, here all the way from Texas. Nana says she was hoping for a win overall.
You know what? I'm not so worried about the record. I want to win.
Nana wanted a win, but the Titans couldn't deliver. They actually had an 8-point lead, a 6-point lead. They just couldn't close down the stretch. Now, Davis finished with 22 points, 3 shy of that NCAA all-time scoring record. He had a chance to tie it at the buzzer with a 3, but it just went off the rim. I caught up with Davis post-game, talked to him about his magical college career. That's coming up in sports. For now, live at Youngstown State University, Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.
Yeah, just could not get over the hump there tonight.
It was a good run, though.
It sure was. What a career, and more coming up. All right, Jamie, we'll talk to you soon.